There are some medicines which you take to prevent the blockage of your blood vessels, okay, like aspirin. Aspirin, you take it and it stops the formation of blood clots or the plaques in your blood vessels. But then what to do if the arteries are already clogged? Today we'll discuss just that. So watch the video till then and share it with all your friends and family who have some issue with clogged arteries. So let's start right after the intro. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Dr. Asma and today we'll be discussing what to do if your arteries are already clogged. The blood vessels can be clotted and these clots can be removed with something very simple, very easy that can be added to your day-to-day life.
I am talking about Natto, the traditional Japanese fermented soya beans. In fact, this recipe can be used to ferment kidney beans, black beans, in fact chickpeas, black chickpeas, white chickpeas, and I have fermented all these and I have shown these in my channel. Do subscribe to my channel for more such healthy recipes. Anyway, today we will be making traditional Japanese natto with soya beans. Take 1 cup of soya beans and make sure your soya beans are non-GMO, because soya beans are one of the healthiest foods on the planet. They offer a complete protein. A complete protein is basically a protein that offers all the amino acids that are needed by the body. So animal proteins like red meat etc. are complete proteins. In the vegan world, however, there are only a few options. Soya beans is one of them. To know what are the others, follow us on our channel, because these are the kind of fun discussions that we have on our channel. Anyway, wash these soya beans thoroughly and then soak them overnight in 3 times their water. Like if you have 1 cup of soya beans, soak them in 3 cups of water for 18 hours minimum. Soaking is very important because soaking reduces the phytic acid content. Phytic acid is something which blocks the absorption of the nutrients in your food. We don't want that, do we? So soak them overnight, and then when you see that the size of your soya beans has increased by double, as you can see, this is the dried soya bean and this is a soaked soya bean, and it has increased double the size. Now cook them. You can cook them in a pressure cooker or in an earthen pot. Just pour all of the soya beans and the water in your pot and cook them on slow flame or under pressure till they are soft, like very mushy soft. If you press them between your fingers, they should be easy to like crush. If they are soft, they'll be easy to ferment. Now take out about 2 tablespoons of water from your boiling water separately. Keep that aside, and the rest of the water you drain it and shift the soya beans to a metal pot like a stainless steel pot, because it will be easier to control the temperature of the stainless steel pot. Now you have to add about 1 gram of your natto culture. This natto culture is available in our clinic and it is also available online. So what you have to do is dissolve this natto culture in your water that you just removed from the boiling water. So add this natto culture to your 2 tablespoons of water, give it a good mix, and then mix everything in your soya beans. Give it a very good mix so that all of the soya beans are covered with this 2 tablespoons of water. This culture basically has spores of a bacteria called Bacillus subtilis, and this bacteria, when it ferments the soya beans, it forms an enzyme called nattokinase. This is the precious gem that we are looking for. Nattokinase helps in declogging the arteries. If you put a drop of this nattokinase on a clotted blood, it will start dissolving. In fact, it will dissolve any kind of clots that you have anywhere. If it is DVT, deep vein thrombosis, it will dissolve that. In case of fibroids, it is helpful. In cases of, it will prevent strokes because it prevents the clotting of blood. So it makes the blood thinner. Not only that, it is rich in nutrients. The soya beans, as I told you, are a set of complete protein, and when you ferment them, this only increases their nutritional value. So anyone with weak bones, it is very good for bone health also, as well as immunity. So what we are trying to make out of these soya beans is the enzyme nattokinase. Now comes the tricky part. Once you have mixed up your natto culture in your warm soya beans, you have to keep it warm for a temperature above 37 degrees Celsius. It can be 38, 39. It should be less than 50 though. And this should be maintained for at least 24 hours. Now this is the key trick in making natto. How you will maintain this temperature is up to you. What I have done, I have just put my natto beans in a bigger pot, and in that pot I have put up some warm water bottles. I kept changing these water bottles every 6 hours. You can also put them in a yogurt maker or in a rice cooker where you can set the temperature settings. Or if you don't have a rice cooker or an incubator like that with some temperature settings, you can also use the normal heater which you use to heat up your rooms. And if like me you live in a warm place, like I live in Lahore, Pakistan, and the morning temperatures during the summer, the daylight temperatures are usually above 37 degrees Celsius. So I utilize the morning hours, and during the night time I utilize the changing of water bottle technique. Whatever the technique is, after 24 hours when you lift your covers, you will smell a really foul smell, fishy smell like gutter, and you will think that your fermentation has gone wrong. But if you see this white slime on the top of your soya beans, that means your fermentation has been successful. All you need to do is get rid of this excessive ammonia. If you can eat it like this, well and good, that is a very good thing. But the thing is, most of the desi people won't be able to eat it like this. And trust me, you need to eat this, because even a single dose of this nattokinase starts dissolving the blood clots. It is scientifically proven. The research links to all these researches can be found in the description box below. Anyway, what you have to do is refrigerate it for 3 days. This will take off any excessive ammonia smell, and then it will be easier for you to eat. And even if after refrigerating it for 3 days you cannot bear the smell and the taste of your natto, then go for the nattokinase capsules. These capsules are available in our clinic, but I would still recommend to take your nattokinase from a natural source like your own fermented natto beans. Anyway, I'll show you how I take my natto beans. The recommended dose of natto is usually 1/4 cup daily. So what I do is I take my natto beans. As you can see, the strings, these strings are basically the hallmark that your fermentation has been successful. And these stringy slimy thing, these have nattokinase, the enzyme that we are looking for. Traditionally, natto is taken as a breakfast along with soya sauce. But since soya sauce is mostly GMO soya, I avoid it and I use liquid aminos. Along with the liquid aminos, I add a bit of MCT oil. MCT oil is super healthy for the brain. And then I add chaat masala. Chaat masala is not traditionally added. I am adding it just to desify this natto. Once you add the chaat masala and give it a good mix, you will see it will taste wonderful and it will make a wonderful breakfast. In the comment section below, let me know if you made this natto and what you added on the top of your natto to make it even tastier. And did your mom and dad and grandpa and grandma, did they eat it or not? So thank you for watching the video till the end. Till we meet next time, take care. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.